Welcome back, everyone, to Open Line. We are talking about education. Schools across the state are closed. We are happy to have with us Dr. Penny Schwinn, the commissioner with the Tennessee Department of Education, answering all kinds of questions from our callers, and we appreciate that. She's joining us via Zoom. And let's just go back to the phones here. Let's go to Samantha. Hello, Samantha?
Yes.
Go right ahead.
Good evening.
Go ahead and ask your question.
Hi, Samantha.
You're on.
Oh, okay. My question is, I'm a Metro Action Commission Head Start teacher, and during this time, we have still been at work the entire time. The students, they do not report. Our time has not been updated. So as of right now, they still are saying to be coming back on April the 6th. My concern is we were to open before the Metro students come back. Is there any talk that Head Start will be on the same as the Metro students? And the concern will be if we do let the kids come back, we will have 20 kids in session, and wouldn't we be putting our health at risk by having our kids come back before their siblings come back to school?
So you're a Metro Action Head Start teacher, right?
Yes.
And you're saying that right now the kids are scheduled to come back April 6th, not April 24th? Is that what you're saying?
Yes. We have not got an update for when the kids will come back.
Okay.
Ours still says the same date. We are with Metro student schedule, but we are not all the way with their schedule. So
Okay.
my concern as a teacher and a parent, because my daughter is not out, but if we allow our kids to come back and the Metro students do not come back, then how are we not putting ourselves at risk to take, putting our kids at risk, our families at risk, because we're working with that many in the classroom.
Okay, well, let's talk about that. Thank you for that question. That's Samantha. So is Head Start different than Metro schools? Could there be that discrepancy? She's saying they could come back April 6th. Obviously, Metro schools, all schools across the state, we're talking now the 24th.
Yeah, that's a great question. And so one of the things is Head Start is also in the Department of Education. And so our expectation is always going to be, how do we ensure that our students are safe and healthy? How do we ensure that the staff that support our children are also safe and healthy? And so while I don't have an answer to your particular school, I can get that answer very quickly. And so what I will commit to, and I jotted that down while you were talking, Samantha, I will make sure that our early childhood education team provides some level of feedback, certainly to your school, and gets in touch with the district to understand what the timeline will be to get you the information around the extension of those school closures. But certainly our expectation is that we want to ensure that everyone is safe and healthy. We have a 2-week safer at home policy that's in place. And at this point, essential services aside, the most critical decision we can make is that our children are safe and healthy, and those who support them are as well. But I jotted down your information, and we will make sure to get you an update on what that closure situation looks like tomorrow. So Samantha, thank you for the question. Stay safe and healthy.
Samantha, yeah, thank you for the question. So the commissioner will look into that, get an answer to your school. Let's go to Ron. Hello, Ron.
Yes.
Go right ahead.
Yes, I actually had a very similar question. We're in Smith County. Hello.
Hello. You have to turn down your TV and then just ask your question.
Okay, I'm sorry.
So Ron is calling from Smith County. Okay, what's your question, Ron?
County, about the Head Start. They're scheduled to go back April 1st, and they ran all last week. But my nephew goes to Head Start, and they're scheduled to start back next week, April 1st.
Next week, okay.
If the school closures was mandated or just suggestive, or for all schools.
Okay.
All the way to, I guess college level.
Well, yeah, okay, so what about that? Is this mandated for, I guess you're going to look into this, right? But is it mandated for Head Start? Is Head Start different than the school districts?
Yeah, that's a great question. So our early childhood centers, the department oversees some of them, DHS oversees others. And so the school closure and school building closures announced by the governor are for our pre-K through 12 system through April 24th. I will look into the Head Starts and we'll put some guidance up on our website tomorrow that differentiates those that are run by districts in the Department of Education versus those that are run by DHS. Some of our early childhood centers are considered essential services because they do provide childcare for health workers who have to be in the field, some of our police officers, firefighters, et cetera. And so certainly we have to strike that balance. But what I will do is I will commit to ensuring that we put up an early childhood education info sheet tomorrow by noon that provides some level of guidance in terms of how those decisions are made at the local level. But Director Smith has been, in Smith County, has been incredibly supportive, I know, of his community, and I'm sure we'll want to be able to follow up as well. And so thank you for that question, Ron. And again, stay safe to you as well. Okay, two questions. We have about a minute left.
AP exams, that's another question that I hear asked. You know, will students be able to take AP exams? What's the situation there?
Yeah, that's a great question. I and Mike Krause, who is the executive director of the Higher Education Commission, wrote a joint letter to the College Board and to ACT to ask for clarification on supports that are provided for students. We did receive a response back. AP exams will be given this year. Students will have access to free resources through exam day. It's going to look a little different. Students will receive 45 minutes of kind of a free response online instruction. No multiple choice questions this year. It's going to focus specifically on a student's ability to work with themes and theme-based open book tests. We expect to get scores back at the same schedule as before, and the full exam schedule, specific free response questions, et cetera, will be available by April 3rd. So students should continue to look on their website, AP classes. They'll have a lot of resources available as well as more information about the AP tests. But again, students cannot be penalized and have adverse action because of something as critical as this pandemic. We want to make sure they have the same opportunities as they otherwise would have. So we're very grateful to College Board for providing this level of flexibility so that all students can continue to earn that really critical credit. Tennessee is known for the hard work that we've done over the last decade in this space.
Thank you so much. We're running out of time. Thank you for being here. You've answered some great questions. Thanks so much for being here. Not only the Commissioner of Education, also a parent. We appreciate it. Stay tuned, everyone. We'll be back right after this.